For my institution, Handelsbanken, I think sustainability is all about acting in a responsible way and in a long-term perspective in the areas where we can make a difference, both in our own operations and through our many business relationships. A commitment to make a lasting positive contribution to the communities that we serve has been part of the bank's culture and method of working for many years now. In fact, its roots reach right back to our philosophical point of origin, a fundamental humanistic belief in the potential of the individual. And this idea I will return to a little later. I think as bankers we are humble enough to know our own place and our own limitations. We know that our first priority must always be to be a dependable banking partner to our customers and to support economic development by providing finance, protecting savings, employing people and paying taxes. But we also feel a compelling obligation to do whatever we can as a bank to leave a good place for future generations. I think this sense of obligation is anchored where it matters most in our decentralized organization, in our branches, and then in head office departments that exist to support their work. But it is also manifest in a clear commitment from Handelsbanken's board of directors and senior managers to respect and to promote human rights in general and children's rights in particular. Indeed, we see a clear children's perspective in many of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals and the 2030 Global Development Agenda, towards which we, in common with other companies, of course, are working. It's obvious that conflict, poverty, hunger, poor sanitation, ill health, and poor education have devastating direct effects on children's prospects. But other issues can do lasting damage too. Issues such as how well we develop our cities and communities, creating adequate housing, amenities and infrastructure to support a happy, healthy childhood in our fast-growing urban communities, or how we can move more quickly towards true gender equality, leveling out the life opportunities of girls and boys from the day they are born through into their working lives. These are just two of the goals we have chosen to put a particular energy into over the next few years, ones where we believe we can make most difference. In practice, our commitments to children's rights has translated into a growing range of collaborations at local, regional, as well as at the central level. Among these many initiatives, large and small, the exchange of ideas, information, and good practice within this forum has formed a cornerstone. Over the recent years, this partnership has helped us develop our awareness and understanding of children's rights and how they can be affected by various business operations throughout our organization. For instance, we have conducted a survey together with the forum team in order to help us identify and prioritize our particular areas of impact and risk. We found that our greatest potential impacts are in two areas. Firstly, of course, the core banking functions of payments, lending, and investments. I think with payments in particular, we have developed initiatives together with another children's rights organization, ECPAT, to ensure our banking services are not facilitating the exploitation of children, and with a clear aim to prevent payments of this nature through our bank. We have also cooperated for many years with our banking peers, our banking partners, towards the same end, while naturally as a bank we play an instrumental role in reducing the illicit financial flows that may be used to facilitate violent conflicts so harmful to children and their potential. Also, as a significant lender to the property sector, we are also well placed to support the development of cities and communities that can sustain current and future generations in line with the UN's 11th goal. We do this by carefully selecting our customers, engaging with them on these questions and championing the most sustainable projects. The survey confirmed that our other area of most potential impact is in the services we procure from other companies, where we do our utmost to ensure that our partners share our active approach to children's rights. Through our formal procurement processes and ongoing engagement, we actually help our suppliers ensure children are not negatively affected by their products, services, or by their employment practices. However, our intention is not only to help prevent those involved in children's rights abuses, whether that they be sexual exploitation, child labor, or other challenges. We also look for ways to positively support children's development, and I believe this is where our uniquely local branch-led business model comes into its own. For instance, many of our branches invest time, knowledge, and energy into local educational initiatives in schools and universities. Some focus on developing children's financial capability, while others act as coaches and mentors, providing training in business skills and in leadership skills. We have branches active in local integration initiatives, recognizing that such work can bring most benefit for children affected by resettlement. Throughout the bank, we share this priority, but are free to find many locally distinct ways of pursuing it. Handelsbanken's particular focus on children's rights were not the result of a strategic decision, not an attempt at brand positioning, CSR-led marketing, if you like, targeting the caring parent segment or whatever. In fact, it developed instead quite naturally out of the core values that do drive Handelsbanken. Firstly, out of our commitment to play a responsible role in the communities we serve and to reflect what matters most to them. Being a strongly decentralized business, most of our sustainability initiatives take place at the local level, as I've just exemplified. They are distinct to the priorities of a particular community, with which the local branch team is then ideally placed to identify. But we find, without surprise, that strong concern for the rights and development of children is common across all our communities. Secondly, our focus on children's rights stems from our basic belief in people and their innate potential, the same belief that gave us the confidence to decentralize our business nearly half a century ago. Nowhere is the depth and breadth of potential clearer than in children. And nowhere is its waste more tragic or morally unacceptable, nor the consequences further reaching and more toxic in society as a whole. Finally, in Handelsbanken, we have always found it important to take a long-term view in matters concerning our customers, the bank, and our wider impact on society and our wider social impact. And doing whatever we can to safeguard and advance children's rights today while helping to nurture their long-term life chances feels to us to be a perfectly natural expression of this principle. I hope that this has helped explain how our participation in the important work of the forum sits close to our own values and our own priorities. As a bank, we continue to do whatever we can to stop the flow of finance to and from individuals and organizations who abuse and impinge on children's rights. As a large business, we continue to use this leverage, our knowledge, our networks to help other businesses focus effectively on these specific issues. And as a values-led organization whose branch teams feel strong responsibility within their hometowns and know just how much these issues matter locally, I have great confidence in the difference that we can make from the ground up, so to speak, community by community. So, Your Majesties, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.